Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome the guests of honor today. 我们现场的来宾，我们一起欢迎今天的贵宾入场。Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, online viewers worldwide, welcome to the 2022 Tang Prize Award announcements. I am Grace Huang, your MC for today. From June 18th to the 21st, the Tang Prize Foundation will be announcing the laureates of the 2022 Tang Prize in Sustainable Development, Biopharmaceutical Science, Sinology, and Rule of Law. In today's press conference, the 2022 Tang Prize Laureate in Sustainable Development will be unveiled. To begin with, I'd like to introduce the guests of honor that are here with us today. First of all, Dr. Liu Zhaohan, Chair of Selection Committee in Sustainable Development. Dr. Wang Zuotai, Professor of National Central University. Dr. Chen Zhenchuan, CEO of the Tang Prize Foundation. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Chen Zhenchuan, CEO of the Tang Prize Foundation, to give us the opening remarks. Please join me to welcome Dr. Chen.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Tang Prize Foundation and its founder, Dr. Samuel Yin, I would like to welcome you to the announcement of 2022 Tang Prize in Sustainable Development. How to achieve sustainable development is the most challenging task in the 21st century. The Tang Prize Foundation had the honor of setting up an international award in this field to reward individuals and organizations for their great innovations and contributions to the achievement of the goal. The foundation also wants to thank the selection committee, its president, Dr. Chen Xun, and its chair, Professor Liu Zhaohan, for their tireless efforts. Congratulations to all the soon-to-be announced Tang Prize laureates. And I wish everyone all the best. Thank you.
Thank you once again to Dr. Chen. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Qian Xu, President of the Tang Prize Selection Committee, to give us a few words via a video.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tang Prize was established by Dr. Samuel Yin in 2012 as an international award to recognize and encourage innovative research in sustainable development, biopharmaceutical science, sinology, and rule of law, with the aim of creating another golden era for humankind like that of the Tang Dynasty more than a millennium ago. At the 10th anniversary of the Tang Prize, it has gained worldwide recognition as a major international award for science, society, and humanity. Today, we celebrate the selection of the laureate for sustainable development, which is an ever more important issue for the human race. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the selection committee for their outstanding work in selecting the laureate, and to the Tang Foundation staff led by Dr. Jessie Chen for their excellent endeavor in face of the pandemic challenges. I wish to express my warmest congratulations to the laureate for sustainable development, who has made splendid contributions to sustainability science, thus amplifying the spirit of the Tang Prize to benefit humanity. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Chair of the Tang Prize Selection Committee in Sustainable Development, Dr. Liu Zhaohan, to announce the 2022 Tang Prize Laureate in Sustainable Development. Dr. Liu, please.
Distinguished guests, members of the media, I'm now honored to announce that the recipient of the 2022 Tang Prize in Sustainable Development is Jeffrey David Sachs. Jeffrey David Sachs is awarded for leading transdisciplinary sustainability science and creating the multilateral movement for its application from village to nation and to the world. Congratulations, Professor Sachs.
Thank you, Dr. Liu. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome from National Central University, Dr. Wang Zuotai, to introduce the 2022 Tang Prize Laureate in Sustainable Development.
Distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, it's quite an honor for me to have this opportunity to introduce you the achievement of the Professor Jeffrey Sachs. Professor Jeffrey D. Sachs received his PhD from Harvard University in economics in 1980. Also, 2 other degrees from Harvard University. His current position, he has many current positions. Now the position we have selected is a university professor at Columbia University. He is a director of the Center for Sustainable Development, Earth Institute, Columbia University. He is also the president of UN Sustainable Development Solution Network, SDSN. And he also is the SDG, that means the Sustainable Development Goal Advocate under UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. He is also the chair of the Lancet COVID-19 Commissions. He has received many awards and recognitions. He has come a few. He was as an ordinary member of the Pontifical Academy of Social Science, Vatican, 2021. He is also the Tuba Academy Prize from the Turkish Academy of Science. He also won the 9 of the National Order of the Legion of Honor 2021 by the decree of the President of the French Republic. He has also won the Rasto Award from Germany, and also the Sustainable Development Leadership Award 2020 from India, and also received the Order of the Cross of Terry Mariana Third Class 2019, presented by the President of the Republic of Estonia. And also he won a very important Blue Planet Prize from Japan. It's a very important environmental awards. At 2011, 10 years ago, he was named by The Economist as one of the top 3 most influential economists of the past decades. He also won at the 2007 at the Padma Bhushan Award presented by the President of the Republic of India. He also was a member of the United States National Institute of Medicine at the 2003. He also got a medal from Poland, presented by the President of the Republic of Poland. He was also a member of the American Academy of Arts and Science. And also he received a quite important 38 honorary degrees around the world. I'll give you some of the background, the forwards. Professor Jeffrey Sachs is a world-renowned professor in economics. He has conducted groundbreaking research in many areas and is widely recognized for his bold and effective strategies to address complex, challenging issues such as debt crises, hyperinflation, transition from central planning to market economics, eradication of extreme poverty, and the battle against human-induced climate changes. Professor Sachs was the director of the Earth Institute and the quantitative professor of Sustainable Development at Columbia University from 2002 to 2016. Prior to his arrival at Columbia University, Professor Sachs was director of Center for International Development and the Galen Stone Professor of International Trade at the Harvard University for 20 years. Professor Sachs served as a special advisor to UN Secretary General Kofi Annan, Ban Ki-moon, and Antonio Guterres from 2002 and 2018 for 16 years. At that time, he was his position is a director of the Earth Institute at the Columbia University. Professor Sachs has made also hundreds of scholarly articles and many books, including 3 New York Times bestsellers. The End of Poverty at the 2005 Commonwealth Economics for a Cloudy Planet, 2008, and The Price of Civilization at 2011. Professor Sachs is a strong and visionary leader and has been at the forefront of scholarship, policy advising to world leaders, educational innovation, practical demonstration, and the global advocacy. Now I'm going to share some of his major contributions. Professor Jeffrey Sachs pioneered a multidisciplinary approach to solving complex problems of sustainable development. Namely, he has combined the field of global economics, public health, equity, and sustainability into an integrated field of study and practice. Our modern thinking and approach to sustainable development would not have reached the current level of integrated framing nor widespread understanding without the extraordinary accomplishments and the contribution by Professor Sachs. On behalf of UN Secretary General Kofi Annan from 2002 to 2006, Professor Sachs chaired the UN Millennium Project, which was tasked with developing a concrete action plan to achieve the 8 Millennium Development Goals, MDGs. He demonstrated how the MDGs could be achieved by using best practice in science, technology, and public policies. The MDG project is 2000 to 2015. They have 8 major goals, including eradicate the extreme poverty and also achieve the universal primary education, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, combat HIV, AIDS, and some other disease, and also develop a global partnership for development. And the UN General Assembly adopted the key recommendation of the UN Millennium Project at a special session in September 2005. The recommendations for rural Africa were implemented as the Millennium Village Project MVP in 10 African countries, including Senegal, Ethiopia, and Kenya from 2006 to 2015. The MVP covered more than 500,000 peoples. Professor Sachs was the director of MVP, and during the 10-year span, MVP achieved notable success in raising the agricultural productions, reducing child stunting, and cutting child mortality rates. Its key concept of integrated rural development to achieve the MDGs are now being used by many other countries to help support national anti-poverty programs. With his experience in implementing MDGs, Professor Sachs helped to promote Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. From their very inception, when the idea was first broached at the Rio Plus 20 conference in June 2012. The SDGs are the blueprints to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. They address the global challenges we face, including poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradations, peace, and justice. Professor Sachs worked tirelessly behind the scenes and in public speeches at the Rio Plus 20 to help forge a consensus for the adoption of the SDGs. One of the key global inspirations for the SDGs was the progress made under the MDGs. Professor Sachs' work on the MDGs thereby made an important contribution in guiding nations to adopt the 17 UN SDGs as the successor to the MDGs. The SDGs now is still promoting. This project is from 2015 to 2030. The 17 Sustainable Development Goal is like this. It's for your references, like no poverty, zero hungers, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, responsible consumption and production, or climate actions, or life below water, life on land, and so forth. And they have 17 goals, and including the 169 targets and 232 unique indicators. Right after the government agreed to adopt the concept of the SDGs, Professor Sachs led a global consortium of university and think tank under UN Secretary General's auspices to establish the Sustainable Development Solution Network. Now he is the president of the SDSN. As the largest global knowledge-based think tank to help countries to achieve the SDGs, the SDSN has produced many highly influential reports, conduct academic studies, offer online courses, and hold hundreds of SDG-related meetings around the world each year. The SDSN now has over 1,600 member institutions in 47 networks across 137 countries. Professor Sachs' role in promoting the Paris Agreement has been similarly intensive. He has long helped to formulate core policies concepts on global climate control as a scholar and an academic leader. During the intensive phase of negotiating the agreements, Professor Sachs worked behind the scenes with the government of France, the US government, and many other governments to support the design and adoption of the Paris Agreement. The Sustainable Development Goal and the Paris Agreement on climate change have been hailed as the two essential pillars of the world to achieve sustainable development. It is significant to know that Professor Sachs played a unique role in both. Professor Sachs realized the crucial importance of a long-term policy framework for climate control. He led a highly influential global study on deep decarbonization. The pathway to deep decarbonization report demonstrates how multi-decadal plans to 2050 can in fact be designed and implemented. The report was presented to UN Secretary General Pan Ki-moon on September 23, 2014. Many countries have followed the idea and the plan and designed their deep decarbonization pathway. This idea are playing a larger role today, following the call by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, for zero net emissions by 2050. The IPCC report highlights the urgent need for long-term energy plan of the sort long advocated by Professor Sachs. As one of the world's leading experts on economical development, global macroeconomics, and the fight against poverty, Professor Sachs has advised many heads of the state and the government on critical and complex economic challenges, including the ending high inflation to Bolivia, Peru, and Poland, negotiating the debt relief to Bolivia, Brazil, Poland, and others, and adopting market economy reform to Poland and Russia. Introducing new national currency is Estonia, Slovenia, promoting regional development to China, and the scaling of the health system in Ethiopia, Ghana, India, and many others. Professor Sachs was awarded by several countries the highest honor for his broad-based support of their economic reforms. I think I already complete my introduction to the achievement of Professor Jeffrey Sachs. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wang. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch a video of remarks from the 2022 Tang Prize Laureate in Sustainable Development, Dr. Jeffrey Sachs.
When I heard the news that I had won, I was absolutely thrilled, honored, and gratified. This is such a profound honor, and so many of the previous recipients are heroes of mine. Dr. Gro Brundtland, who put sustainable development into the world diplomacy. James Hansen, who is my teacher of climate science. Jane Goodall, who has helped us to understand the crucial importance of other species and biodiversity. So what a profound thrill and honor, and I feel so grateful to be the recipient this year. My thrill is to be part of this wonderful group, and in all of the categories of the Tang Prize, it's just amazing to see the talent and the leadership and the inspiration that the Tang Prize recipients demonstrate and have given for the world. And in my area in sustainable development, when I look at the contributions of the fellow recipients over the years, it of course makes me humble about whatever I can do, and it also helps me to explain to the world how much we can learn, know, and help to improve the world through knowledge. Because look at what those recipients have done, Dr. Brundtland or James Hansen or Dr. Ramanathan or Jane Goodall or Arthur Rosenfeld or others who have won the prize in sustainable development. Of course, I'm going to be there, and am very excited to be able not only to receive the award with the other honorees, but also to have a chance to meet with students and to meet with the people in Taiwan and government officials as well. This is a crucial time in the world in global affairs. We've had so many crises in recent years. We have so many challenges. I look forward to having an opportunity to share ideas and especially to learn from people in Taiwan on the occasion of the award ceremony and the meeting with faculty and students and civil society leaders and government officials around the award period.
Congratulations once again to Professor Jeffrey Sachs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at the 2022 Tang Prize Award announcement in Sustainable Development. The Tang Prize Award ceremony will be held on September 23rd this year. We look forward to seeing you then. And tomorrow we'll be making the award announcement for the 2022 Tang Prize in Biopharmaceutical Science. Thank you very much for joining us.